MyFutureFund employee portal officially opened on 1st of January in 2026, and it marks a major shift in Ireland's pension system. Here's what you as a PAYE worker needs to know. What is MyFutureFund? MyFutureFund is Ireland's new state-sponsored automatic pension enrolment scheme designed to help workers save for retirement, especially those who don't currently have a private pension. It's managed by the National Automatic Enrolment Retirement Savings Authority, NERSA. Now, there's a mouthful. Who gets enrolled? You'll be automatically enrolled if you are aged between 23 and 60, earn more than €20,000 per year, and don't already pay into a pension through payroll. Others, aged 18 to 22 or 60 to 66, are earning less than €20,000 can opt in voluntarily. Now, that's important because we get a lot of questions on Payroll Matters in Ireland, the Facebook group for PAYE workers, about these questions. How contributions work. For every €3 you save, your employer will add €3 and the state will add €1, turning it into a €7 total in your retirement fund. This is one of the most generous matching schemes in Europe. Well, that's according to our government agencies. What's happening on the 1st of January? The employee portal opens for access and management of your pension account. You can log in using MyGovID to view your contributions and fund performance. Employers have already been registering since December, and over 77,000 employers and 645,000 employees are enrolled up to Christmas 2025. What you as a PAYE worker should do. If you're eligible, you'll be auto-enrolled. No action needed. If you're not eligible but want to join, you can opt in via the portal. After 6 months, you can choose to opt out and get a refund of your contributions. This video also walks you through the use of the portal step by step, screen by screen. You're right on time to get ready for this, and doing a tiny bit of preparation now will make January a lot smoother. Here's a clear step-by-step way to get yourself ready to use the MyFutureFund employee portal. Check if you're likely to be auto-enrolled. You'll be automatically enrolled in MyFutureFund if, from the 1st of January 2026, you are an employee in Ireland. You're aged 23 to 60, earning €20,000 or more per year, and not already contributing to a pension through payroll. If you don't meet those, you may still be eligible to opt in. For example, if you're 18 to 22 or 60 to 66 or earning under €20,000. You won't have to decide anything today, but it helps to know which group you are in. Make sure you have or create a verified MyGovID account. You'll view and manage your fund using MyFutureFund portal, and to log in you need a verified MyGovID account. If you already have a verified MyGovID for revenue or welfare, etc., you're basically ready. Just make sure you know your login details and can still access the email, phone linked to it. If you don't have a MyGovID or it's not verified, do this now. Create a MyGovID account on mygovid.ie. Username, a password, an email. Verify it, usually by linking it to your PPS number. That's your personal public services number. And using details from a public services card or other verification methods offered. Once it says your MyGov ID is verified, your portal is ready. Get mentally ready for how the money works. From the 1st of January 2026, if you auto-enrolled, you pay a small percentage of your gross income into your MyFutureFund account. Your employer must match your contribution. The state also adds a contribution on top of this. At the start, the employee contribution is relatively low and then increases gradually over about 10 years. On or after the 1st of January 2026, log in to the employee portal. Once the employee portal opens, go to myfuturefund.ie. Click Login or an employee login. Choose Login with MyGov ID. Enter your MyGov ID username and password and complete any two-step verification. You'll then see your MyFuture account dashboard, which is linked to your PPS and employment details. If your employer has correctly registered and you're eligible, you should see your participant details there once contributions start. First thing to check in the portal. Once you're in, check your personal details. Check your name, your PPS number, your date of birth, your contact details, your employment details. Make sure your employer and salary band look right. This affects your contributions. The contribution rate. You will see the percentage coming from you, your employer, and the state. Early on, that's a starter percentage from you, matching from your employer, and a smaller state percentage, increasing over time. Investment fund option. There will be a default fund. You may have options later to choose different investment styles via the portal. Know your opt-out and refund options. You cannot immediately opt out at day one. After 6 months, you can choose to leave or opt out. If you opt out at this point, you can get a refund of your own contributions, but not usually the employer or state parts. You do this through the portal once the option becomes available. What you can do now practically: confirm your employment situation. Check your contract pay slips. Are you over €20,000 a year? And do you already have a payroll pension? Sort your MyGov ID. Get it created and verified so you're not scrambling later on this month. Decide your attitude. Are you likely to stay in, or are you leaning towards opting out after 6 months? Just having a feeling about that will make decisions easier later. I can walk you through exactly what will happen for you personally when the portal opens and what screens you can expect to see. For example, this may be similar to your situation. I am 43. I earn €43,000 per annum approx. I don't already have a pension through work. Here is walk me through exactly what will happen for me personally when the portal opens and what screens I can expect to see when MyFutureFund employee portals open on the 1st of January 2026. Now this is an example because, as you can probably see, I'm not that age and that doesn't apply to me personally. It's just an example. You will be automatically enrolled in MyFutureFund starting on the 1st of January because you meet all eligibility criteria. You're aged between 23 and 60. You're earning over €20,000 per annum and you have no existing payroll pension. What will happen for you personally on or after the 1st of January? Here's the exact sequence you can expect. 1. Your employer has already registered Over 77,000 employers have registered since December. Your employer is legally required to participate. You don't need to do anything for this step. You will be automatically enrolled. Because you meet the criteria, you will be auto-enrolled into MyFutureFund system starting the 1st of January 2026. This means a MyFutureFund account is created for you. Your employer will begin payroll deductions. Employer and state contributions will also begin. 3. You will be able to log in to the employee portal. The employee portal officially opened on New Year's Day 2026. To access it, you will need to use a MyGov ID account, which must be verified. 4. The screens as outlined in this guide you will see when you log in. 5. What happens on your payslip starting in January? Your payslip will show MyFutureFund employee contribution, employer contribution, not deducted from your pay, and the state contribution not shown on payslip but visible in the portal. 6. What you should do now. You're in great shape. Just make sure your MyGov ID account is verified. You'll need this to log in. Check your 1st January payslip. This confirms contributions have started. The login page screen. Log in to the portal button. You choose login with MyGov ID. Enter your username and password. Complete this 2-step verification. Welcome to MyFutureFund. This is a walkthrough video of the participant portal. To access the participant portal, please go to the Participants tab on myfuturefund.ie here. You can log in with MyGov ID. You can also use the Login to Portal option. Please note that you must have a verified MyGov ID account in order to access MyFutureFund Participant Portal. If you have a basic account, you will receive an unauthorized access message. Go to mygovid.ie to verify your basic account. If you have a verified account, you can proceed with MyGov ID. Please log in with your MyGov ID credentials and you'll be directed to the participant portal. When you arrive onto your MyFutureFund dashboard, you will see that you have been enrolled and you will have a welcome message in the banner on the top of the screen. Welcome dashboard screen. Once logged in, you'll see your participant dashboard, which typically includes your details, your name, your PPS number, your date of birth, your contact email, your enrollment status, automatically enrolled, start date 1st of January, your contribution rate, your contribution starting at the initial rate set by the scheme, employer contribution, state contribution. The government confirms that €3 becomes €7 structure. On the top right hand corner, you will see your profile. In here, you will see all the information that's been filled and you can edit anything that you want to change. The employment details screen. This page will show your employer's registered details, your salary band used to calculate contributions, payroll frequency, weekly, fortnightly, monthly. This information comes from your employer's registration data. This will inform you of your email address and mobile phone number taken from MyGov ID. Please select Continue to save those to your profile details. This is also where you will see the Sign Out option. Your mailbox can be selected here and any secure mails will be visible when you log in. On the left-hand menu, you can return to your dashboard at any time. And here you will see some highlighted information about your fund. The current balance of your fund will be presented at the top of the screen. It may take up to 10 days for new contributions to be reflected here. If you click on View Fund Details, it will present you with the same options as the left side menu. Your fund investment option screen. Initially, you will be placed into the default investment fund. This screen will show the fund name, the risk level, the performance history, your current balance. It will be zero until contributions start. Once your contributions do start coming into your fund, you will be able to see them here. Your contribution, your employer's contribution, and the state contribution, and the fund performance. Contribution history screen. Once payroll starts processing contributions, you will see each pay period, your contribution, the employer's contribution, your state contribution, total added to your fund. This will update automatically. You will also see which strategy you've been enrolled in. For everyone, it will be the default strategy. This will be based on your age. You can learn more about investment strategies by selecting here. Please note, you don't need to do anything unless you wish to change strategy, or you can stay in the default strategy. And finally, you will see your active employments. If you select here, this will bring you to the support page and the chat bot. This will provide you with information on how to contact NERSA if you need support. Finally, you have your Manage Fund menu. You are already opted in, so let's look at the Management Account option. In Management Account, you will see information again about investment strategies, where you can find out more about what's available should you wish to switch strategy. You have the option to opt out and suspend. However, those will not be available for the first 6 months of enrollment. If you wish to look at the investment strategies opt out leave option screen, this screen will not be available immediately. The rules say you can only opt out after 6 months and get a refund of your own contributions. When it becomes available, you would see Leave My Future Fund. Leave My Future Fund button. Explanation of refund rules. Again, you will be brought through the strategy you are currently part of. And then if you wish to look at more strategies, you can read more about them here. You can then decide if you want to switch to any strategy once you've read more about them. Finally, this is Paul here at Boyle Payroll Project Management, Ireland's premier payroll providers for small businesses and first choice tax agents for PAYE workers to claim tax credits and complete their income tax returns, and many more services. I hope you found this guide helpful. For more updates and helpful guides, please follow our community Facebook page, Boyle Payroll Project Management, for payroll, press releases, income tax and other PAYE and revenue updates, or join our Facebook group for PAYE workers, Payroll Matters in Ireland, where you can ask and get answers to work, PAYE, income tax and many other pay-related matters if you have not already joined. www.bppm is the website address. Please feel free to follow us on Facebook. Go on, hit that follow button. Go on. See you next time, and thank you for watching.